quite a few high-quality spirit pets that appeared from the major clans. The vast majority of geniuses, however, had left Yunzhou and never returned. Take for example Song Yun, the eldest son of the Song family and Song Snap's older brother. All this aside, divine favorites are scarce in number, and the cost of helping a divine favorite undergo bloodline cleansing is also extremely high. It was not just as simple as consuming a portion of one's own spiritual energy. The probability was that it would require Mo Feng to permanently reduce his spiritual cultivation. Although cultivation can be cultivated back again, but it's a completely different thing than consuming spiritual energy and then recovering it. With Mu Nanshan's face, he couldn't do that yet. It had to be the old family head, Mu Yuan, who personally stepped in to make it possible for Mo Feng to unleash his natural skill once. Feng Jiuxiao, is it really more reliable than your own daughter? Mu Yuan's question caused Mu Nanshan's body to tremble. He couldn't help but bite his tongue and say, Mu Yunlan is unruly. She has long since turned her back on the Mu clan, and now that she has gone to the Song clan and not returned, it is a move of her heart toward the Song clan. Although Feng Jiuxiao is a foreign surname, he married Tianqiu 2 years after his and gave birth to a child, so he is a member of the Mu family. It's irreversible that Mu Yunlan left, and Feng Jiuxiao staying is fundamental to the development of my Mu clan. Please, father strike. Ma Quan snorted coldly. That little monkey is bound to be a divine pet as well. 2 divine favorites in one clan. This is the root of how my Mu clan can truly rise. Mo Feng of Mou City and Wang Yang of Xiang City are gradually getting bigger by virtue of the divine favors in their hands, and they have a hidden tendency to dominate Yunzhou. Mo Feng is not going to step in to help. They'll just try to get rid of these 2 divine favorites. Last time the 2 of them went to the 6 southern cities, Mu Yunlan had a 6th order royal beastmaster protecting them on the surface. But there was actually an 8th order royal beastmaster following them in secret. On Feng Jiuxiao's side, you even just sent a 5th ranked imperial beastmaster to protect him. What a fool! If I hadn't also secretly sent an 8th ranked imperial beastmaster to follow, I'm afraid that some people would have been unable to hold back from striking. Both divine favorites, both of them must stay in the Mu clan. No matter what method you use, invite Yunlan back for me. Get out! Being scolded, Mu Nanshan left the courtyard where Mu Yuan resided with a chaotic brain. Luckily, it was in the middle of a secret room just now. Otherwise, if these words were heard by the other clansmen, the majesty of Mu Nanshan's family head would disappear completely. Let Feng Jiuxiao come in to see me. Mu Yuan's voice once again rang in his ears, frightening Mu Nanshan into shivering. He instantly came to his senses, then hastily found Feng Jiuxiao, leading her to the courtyard where Mu Yuan was. He himself was hurrying to leave. After Mu Yuan saw Feng Jiuxiao, the frosty ice on his face melted away. He smiled and said to Feng Jiuxiao, sit down, there's no need to be formal. Your mother is a member of my Mu family, and you have my Mu family bloodline in you, so we are family. After coming to the Mako family for so long, this is only the 2nd time you've seen me, isn't it? Feng Jiuxiao nodded respectfully and said, the first time was when I first came here and you confirmed my status as an outer clan member of the Mako family. Don't underestimate the status of this one outsider clan member. 12 cities in Yunzhou, 25 families, that's the top of hundreds of millions of Yunzhou people. The identity of an outlander clan member is a sign of being above the thousands. Other than that, you never have to worry about food or clothing. What you eat every day is not to say that it is a mountain of delicacies. It is also a meal worth dozens of taels of silver. It's simply not something an ordinary person can imagine. Even if Feng Jiuxiao was targeted by Mu Yunlan in the Mu clan, no one would dare to mess with him when he was outside. Therefore, Feng Jiuxiao still held gratitude for the matter of Mu Yuan identifying himself. But, thanks for the support. End of chapter 34. Chapter 34, it's simply the greatest insult to a male, begging for a follow-up. 34. Chapter 34, it's simply the greatest insult to a male, begging for a follow-up. Chapter 34, the greatest insult to a male, requested. But then again, Feng Jiuxiao's identity was given to her by her parents, and recognizing her was a proper move for the Mu family. Otherwise a person with family blood is allowed to be bullied outside. That's something that would dishonor the Mako family. What's more, Feng Jiuxiao was aware of how cold-blooded a person Mu Yuan actually was, so this gratitude is not much. Mu Yuan didn't realize that Feng Jiuxiao had already seen through him. He also kept his gentle smile. Jiu Xiao, both you and Yunlan are the hope of my Mu clan, 2 divine pets descended on the Mu family, and you also possess the first appearance of a sunburst rank talent in Yunzhou. This is heaven's will for the Mu family to prosper. So, I hope you two can join hands together and not create any conflicts because of some small misunderstandings. I'm too old to go further in this life without getting out of Yunzhou. The future of the shepherd family will depend on you. Jiao Xiao, promise Grandpa that when Yunlan comes back, you won't get on her bad side, okay? His words were exchanged for Feng Jiaoxiao's silence. Such an outcome was also expected by Mu Yuan. Youngsters such as Feng Jiaoxiao's age were the most vindictive, especially amongst this big family. It wasn't like Mu Yunlan had been targeting Feng Jiaoxiao for a day or two. A grudge of this magnitude could not be so easily ended with one light sentence. Makwan took out something. 9 heavens, this is a spirit fruit I obtained in my early years, from the 100 Treasure Mountain's secret realm. Let your golden scale scout eat it, and it should be able to break through directly to the 4th rank and raise it some more. Feng Jiaoxiao took the spirit fruit and nodded. You can rest assured that if Mu Yunlan doesn't find me in trouble, I won't provoke her. Hearing this, Mu Yuan's eyes narrowed before smilingly letting Feng Jiaoxiao leave. After her figure disappeared, the smile on Makwan's face completely disappeared. Just now, from beginning to end, Feng Jiaoxiao didn't address Mu Yuan with Grandpa. Even if he conducted some guidance, it was useless. Obviously, Feng Jiaoxiao just didn't treat Mu Yuan as a close elder, and just an old householder. This meant that Feng Jiaoxiao didn't have any sense of belonging to the Mu family, outsiders, or not, and Mu Yunlan, no matter how much she hated Mu Nanshan and the Mu family, she was still surnamed Mu. Having grown up here since childhood, there is a natural sense of belonging. Mu Yuan was still more inclined to cultivate Mu Yunlan in his heart, and Feng Jiaoxiao could only serve as a battering ram. However, the temple in Yunzhou was too small to accommodate these two great Buddhas. Sooner or later, they're still going to leave. The most suitable successor in Mu Yuan's heart was not Mu Yunlan or Feng Jiaoxiao, but Mu Tianqiu. Looking at Feng Jiaoxiao's back as he left, Mu Yuan was calculating in his heart. One thing that Mu Nanshan said was still correct. There was a need to allow Mu Tianqiu and Feng Jiaoxiao to unite and give birth to a child. It wasn't just people, those two divine pets. They had to find a way to obtain bloodline offspring as well. This is the way to ensure the longevity of the family's legacy. Lu Zhang, who was far away from the Song family in Tianyun City, suddenly shivered and looked around skeptically. Then he shrank towards Mak Yunlan's clothes. That's not right. I'm all buried in it. How can I be exposed to the cold wind? Ouch. Little 6 ears. Don't move. It tickles. Mu Yunlan knocked the little monkey's head and said in dissatisfaction. This time when they went to the south, without obtaining the true dragon's blood, they couldn't directly allow Lu Zheng to advance to the 4th rank. So there was still a need to cultivate hard and absorb that Yuan Dan completely. She had already discovered through Lu Zheng's avatar sent out to follow Feng Jiaoxiao that the golden-scaled snake had metamorphosed into a golden-scaled jiao and that its cultivation had reached the 9th level of the 3rd rank. Therefore, when he came back, he started practicing hard straight away. It was to make Lu Zheng's spiritual power level crush that golden-scaled snake once again. Such a complete failure would allow Feng Jiaoxiao to suffer the most direct blow. It was also what Mak Yunlan wanted to see. Yunlan, Grandpa wants you to go over to him. Yi Wuxuan came to the door and shouted. This sister-in-law is also a person who doesn't stick to the smallest of rules, and doesn't speak softly as other big girls do, but instead pulls out her voice and has no scruples. Well, it's the same at night. No wonder my cousin likes it so much. Coming, Mu Yunlan ran out of the room, and the little monkey in her arms could only hold on to the sides to prevent himself from being shaken out. This tremendous force, it was still really, amazingly bouncy. Mu Yunlan went forward and took Yi Wuxuan's arm, and the two of them went to Song Natural's courtyard together. Yi Wuxuan retreated, and Mu Yunlan followed Song Tianran to the closed inner room. Yunlan, it seems like you've gotten a not-so-small chance, and your spirit beast cultivation has improved so quickly, but the Song family can't show nothing. This is 10 drops of spirit marrow, enough for your little monkey to advance to the 4th rank. Mak Yunlan revealed a look of surprise and hurriedly took it into her hands. In his last life, he hadn't gotten this from the Song family, so it seems that in the hands of these big families, they are more or less hiding some good stuff. Thanks, Grandpa. Song Tianran laughed. We're all family. There's no need to be polite with Grandpa. Cloud breath. There's one more thing to ask your thoughts on. Sure enough, there's no such thing as pie in the sky. You tell me, what's the matter? Mak Yunlan asked obediently. Song Natural glanced at the lazy little monkey and spoke a passage that almost made Lu Zheng storm off. Yunlan, you know that high-quality spirit pets are essential for a family's legacy. Divine favor is something that can be found. Right now, in the entire Cloud State, there's only you, Feng Jiaoxiao and the 2 old guys from Purple Sun City and MOU City, and the 4 of you have divine pets in your hands. Grandpa hopes you can get your little monkey to leave some of his bloodline behind in the Song family. In this way, the Song family will have a high-quality spirit pet inheritance, and even a divine pet once again. What are your thoughts on the matter? Makwanen covered her mouth. What do I have in mind? I want to laugh. This old man is bad. Absolutely not. Lu Zhang sent a voice message to Mu Yunlan while showing his teeth and glaring at Song Tianran. It was a very dangerous thing to be so mean to a royal beast king. But now, Lu Zhang had the backing of Mu Yunlan. Monkeys fighting for power. Song Tianran looked at the little monkey's behavior like this and was surprised. A divine pet deserves to be a divine pet. So small and with such a high spiritual intelligence. It can even understand these words. Nice guy. Sure is a bad old man. I was even scolded for not understanding human language. Lu Zhang was furious, grabbing hard at the two clusters squeezing themselves. Mak Yunlan suffered pain and transmitted his voice in annoyance. Little 6 ears, what are you grabbing me for? It's Grandpa who wants you to give birth to a monkey. Go catch him. Lu Zhang turned a deaf ear. Joke, if I dared to arrest him, wouldn't I have been there already? A third stage 9th rank spirit beast dared to take a shot at a royal beast king. I'm afraid I don't want to be lifted out of the sky and have my brain flower taken out and made into tofu brain. After transmitting to Lu Zhang on her side, Mu Yunlan hurriedly responded to Song Tianran. Little 6 ears does here. Obviously, it's very resistant. And, as you can see, Grandpa, it's still very small and not an adult, so I don't know at what level it's fertile. Trying to get it to breed offspring, you're really overthinking it. Lu Zhang once again became angry at his words. You girl even called me infertile. Simply the greatest insult to a male. Song Natural sniffed and looked at the small monkey's size, and couldn't help but shake his head as well, though he knew that little monkeys seemed to be able to get bigger. But that was a skill effect after all. It seemed, and it really didn't work. Thanks for the support. End of chapter 35. Chapter 35, Land of Exile. Fourth talent, Fixed Body Manifestation. Requesting for follow-up reading. 35. Chapter 35, Land of Exile. Fourth talent, Fixed Body Manifestation. Requesting for follow-up reading. Chapter 35, Land of Exile. Fourth talent, Fixed Body Manifestation. Requests for follow-up reading. Harder fists. Song Natural skeptical look really made Lu Zhang a little tense. It would have gone from a man to a monkey. He'd already taken a mental beating. Then I found out that I could take advantage of the veneer cream service and got a little balance back. But now, surprisingly, even their own fertility is suffering from questions. It's unbearable. Mu Yunlan held the little monkey that looked like it was about to go berserk in a death grip and quickly said to Song Tianran, Grandpa, don't worry, I'll find a way to obtain the divine favored bloodline inheritance for the Song family. But not now. I'm going to let little 6 ears absorb the spirit marrow first. After saying that, Mu Yunlan hurriedly ran away. If she didn't leave, she really wouldn't be able to hold the little one down. Although the little monkey was now small in size, its strength was enormous. Mu Yunlan felt that his two clusters were going to be pinched by this little guy. Must hurry. Returning to her courtyard, Mu Yunlan handed the spirit marrow to Lu Zhang to go and absorb it drop by drop. This spirit marrow is a treasure that a spirit crystal mine can only produce a few drops per year. Swallow and absorb it, and you'll be able to step into the 4th rank. After Mu Yunlan had properly pacified the little monkey, she pondered over the fact that Song Tianran was looking for her today. She wasn't averse to the whole thing. It was inevitable for a family to keep the inheritance of spirit beasts of powerful bloodlines going. Any really big family needs to do this. However, in reality, there was no truly powerful spirit beast bloodline inheritance in Yunzhou. This was because any spirit pet with a bloodline quality of 7-star transcendent or higher that gained the ability to breed had to be an adult. For spirit beasts of this quality, the sign of adulthood was to metamorphose into the beast king level. However, once they stepped into the beast king level, breeding would have to be done by finding an identical beast king level spirit beast. After all, the level of life is different. This is well understood. In terms of size alone, the difference between a beast king level spirit beast and a beast spirit realm spirit beast was not normally large. As a strong person who had once stepped into the emperor realm in his previous life, Mu Yunlan knew very well that the water here in Yunzhou was very deep. The Cloud State, as it was truly called in the outside world, was named the Land of Exile. This was the place where the entire continent and even the entire world was most barren of spiritual energy. Spiritual energy was too thin, resulting in the inability to give birth to spirit beasts above the Beast King level. Even, as long as one stepped into the Beast King level, it would become extremely difficult to go any further here. And if you want to become stronger, the only way is to leave Cloud State. The furthest edge of the Cloud State possessed a circle of forest known as the Spirit Swallowing Forest. As the